First, I'm going to try to beat the clock and see if I can make a fully mixed house beat in just 5 minutes. Then I'll go over 5 key takeaways from the biggest house producer's drums. So I guess I'll throw in a clip of whatever I come up with right now so you can hear it. So now you know what it sounds like, but I don't. So let's see if I can actually do that in 5 minutes. So I've got an empty project except for this bass line that I can write the drums to. And I'm only going to be using sounds from my new drum sample pack that's out today. Alright, so I've got a 5-minute timer set up on my phone right there. And I'm going to start it right now. Alright, first I want to drag some kicks into a sampler so I can choose what kick to use. And then I'm going to do that same thing with the claps. Just dragging all the claps from the pack in. And same with the hi-hats. That way I can just make the basic beat and then choose what samples sound best to me. While we're at it, let's drag in some percussion hits to another sampler. Alright, cool. I can get started on the basic pattern here. Let's see. I want to move these volumes down. Alright. I like that nice and short open hat. Let's pick the kick. Alright, let's see if we can find a better clap for this beat. Make sure everything's a little bit balanced here. Kick's too loud. And one thing we can add right away is go into this folder, thick layer loops right here. They're like really short transient loops, and they just add a lot of thickness to the drum beat. So I'll mix that in. Now we gotta add some kind of percussion to add some groove. So let's add a couple percussion hits here. Let me see. I like that sound. Let's add that right there. Maybe add a couple more hits. See how that sounds. Ooh, that sounds pretty cool. Let's add some swing to that though. Get it off grid a little bit. Alright, I've got a minute and a half here. I need to add some shaker loops really quick. Just grab the first ones I see. Alright, those are in line with the track. Let me see if a tambourine loop works too. Let's drag this one in. Let's get it in time because it's a different BPM. Alright, so this is going to help make the beat a lot wider. So I'll pan one shaker left, one right. right, maybe let's add a fill in there to finish it off. All right, that'll work just fine. All right, really quick before this runs out, let's send all these drums to a bus. Just new bus. And then let's add a compressor to it and add some drum bus compression. Okay, we're out of time. I actually think that came out pretty well for 5 minutes. While making a beat like this, there's some main things I'm trying to think about. Some things that the best house producers in the world like Chris Lake do. They always use panning on the right things to add width. You really want your kick, clap, and main hi-hat right in the middle of the mix, but then you can get more creative with your panning after that. They also always create a nice groove and bounce using little percussion hits like I did there. Then they always humanize percussion elements so it doesn't sound so robotic. I actually didn't need to add any more humanization to my loops because I already did that when I was creating them. Like you can see, a lot of the sounds are off the grid here. But if you do have a loop that's sounding a little bit too quantized, what you can do is just add some swing to it. So I'll add this swing and it'll move a lot of the 16th notes off time. And then we can take that a step further by going to humanize, and I'll randomize the velocity of the notes, the position of the notes, and the length of the notes too. The best producers also properly layer drums. I only want to layer something if it has a purpose. Like if your hi-hat is right in the middle of the stereo field, you could find a wide shaker to layer on top of that. And then that'll make the hat sound a lot more full and wide. And of course, the best producers are amazing at sample selection, which is actually the hardest part. And that's why I've worked so hard on my new drum pack, which you can get at bigzsounds.com. Go check it out if you want. Thank you guys for watching. Peace.